When I walked out of that prison that day, you heard me say on that video how it sounded like an earthquake because these women had become my friends. They had become my family. We had lived in community. We had experienced losses together. We had experienced joy. We had experienced things that a family experience. We held each other up. We looked out for each other. We comforted each other. And I made a promise to those women that day as I left prison that I would never forget about them and that I would never stop fighting for them. And that is exactly what I did. I hit the ground. You saw me running across that road, but you have not seen how I have been running ever since. I've not been running for political office. I have been running for people. I have been running to help change a system that is greatly broken. I have gone the day that I came out, it was not even 2 weeks later that I was in DC trying to help get the First Step Act passed, telling my story, using my face to remind them of the many countless faces that they would not see, using my voice to not only tell my story, but to tell their stories, speaking wherever, going wherever, running, trying to help get this First Step Act passed. And it was passed. In fact, at the press conference where the president talked about the First Step Act, which, by the way, is the most meaningful piece of criminal justice legislation that has been passed in 30 years. And thus far, over 20,000 people have come home early. But the president said in his address that he asked for a sentencing reform because originally it was going to be more rehabilitative reforms. Because of those sentencing reforms, because of one spark, my case became a spark. You can become that one spark. We never, ever know what life has in store for us. I've said I never, ever wanted to be famous. I just wanted to be free. But a promise that I made to the women and also to the men. Of course, I was not incarcerated with the men, but they were incarcerated just like me. They were separated from their families. I made that promise and I have I have upheld that promise. Not only did I feel that it was my duty as a person who had been redeemed, I had experienced redemption. And it wasn't because I was so wonderful or the only one. There were many thousands of people like me who deserved to hear that redemption song, who deserved to and were worthy to be given a second chance in life